Oh, and we're back. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Unreal Engine live stream. You told me, you said you gave the full countdown. I'm like, who, maybe? All right. So let's see here. Today's the big day. We're going to be kicking off the spring UE4jam, which is really awesome. I've been looking forward to this one for quite a while, and I know you have too, which is why you're here today. But first, it's the news. This is my favorite part of the theme days is that I know that the theme comes at the end of the stream, so I get to go through all the other stuff first and really make you work for it. So, first up, I didn't get to announce this last week just because of my own absent-mindedness. I forgot to throw it into the list of stuff, but 4.15.1 hotfix was released. We are working on a 4.15.2. If you've noticed, if you're like a GitHub user, you've probably seen some stuff happening. So be on the lookout for that as well. But you can go ahead and get this hotfix, fixes a bunch of crashes, and then you'll be ready for the next one when it gets here. All right. Next up in our news. UE4 devs take center stage at EGX Rezzed. So this is pretty awesome. If you're familiar with Rezzed in London, it's a really exciting convention. There's going to be, actually I think it's happening right now. Yes, it is March 30th. I should have started with that. It starts today, but I think Jess Hyder's over there. She's there with a bunch of other Unreal Engine developers. Come check out on the blog here. We have a great rollout of everything that you can expect to see there. Empires of the Undergrowth, Formula Fusion, Little Nightmares, Nerve, Planet Alpha, which we've shown off a few other times, really cool, Cube 2, Redeemer, and Rhyme, which is, I don't know if you've had a chance to check out Rhyme yet, but it's just gorgeous. Please take a look. Snake Pass, which I'll talk about more on in a second. Sports Bar VR by Cherry Pop Games, which is really fun. State of Mind and the Long Journey Home. And Tetra, The Occupation, which is White Paper Games' new game. We talked about that last week a little bit. They just put out the trailer, but you can actually check it out here. I mentioned last time, and I want to mention it again. They're going to have an engine build, so you guys can actually open it up and take a look through and see what's inside. And and of course, War Tile, which we got to play at the end of last Thursday's stream, which was super fun. I sacrificed goats. It was cool. And also at the end of this stream, I'm going to play some games, but I'll talk about that in 1 second as well. Next up, Robo Recall and Unreal Engine Workshop coming to VRLA 2017. If you're going to be at VRLA, check it out. This one's really cool. We've got a lot of stuff going on with Robo Recall and events. So if you see Robo Recall at any event, if you're at any convention, anywhere, you see Robo Recall, you got to run to it because we're probably doing something really new and interesting. But basically here we have a nice panel that we're going to be doing, and on the show floor you get to play it again. And also there's going to be mods for having fun with. And yeah, there's a workshop also. So come and check out all of these here at VRLA. We're going to have quite a few people, I think, kind of wandering around out of the Epic Games and Unreal Engine teams, so you can actually meet a few of our developers. Next up, Daniel Kaiser has a really cool spotlight on War Tile. I talked about it a little bit last time and played the game some, but if you want a really in-depth discussion from Playwood Project's game, you can check out here. It's really nice. They have a full detailed discussion of what to expect and how it works and how they made the game, etc. It's really cool, and I really appreciate them. They sent us a copy of it to play, and we got to hang out and play and talk about it while they were in chat answering questions. Next up, Snake Pass. We've had Snake Pass on here quite a couple of times, like just to talk about. We've actually interviewed the people who made Snake Pass. Hey, Seb. And we actually just wanted to throw this one out here one last time because it's finally out. It's available. You can go get it. It's on Switch, PS4, Windows, Steam, Xbox One. And I feel like they got asked something about Linux the other day and like a couple other things, but I have no idea where they're going with all the different builds. But they're trying to get it out on all these platforms, or they got it out on all these platforms. They're trying to get it in everyone's hands. Come check out Snake Pass. It has some of the most interesting mechanics in it. And if you think this looks really cute and fascinating, come check out our live stream on it where we actually go behind the scenes and open it up in the engine and take a look, see how it actually works. The physics behind the movement are fascinating. Boop. Next up, we have a bunch of stuff going on today as far as meetups go. So we have a meetup in, let's see, we have 3 different meetups happening today, specifically for the UE4jam as well. So the first one here is in New York, but I think this one's located in Brooklyn, Brooklyn Bagel and Coffee, if that's a hint. But check it out if you're in New York, New York. And there should be quite a few people showing up to this one. I think this is one of the bigger ones. Next up, we have Oslo, Norway. So check out if you're in Norway, you got to come out to this one. And I think you guys might be watching right now. I don't know, but hey, thank you guys so much for having a meetup around the UE4jam. And also the one in our own backyard here. The one I think it's actually in Cary. Technically, is where crafted. Yeah, Cary is in. Is actually where it is, but it's the Raleigh meetup here, just next to Epic Games HQ. I'm going to be there. A bunch of our people will be there. I'll be excited to talk about the UE4jam and everything that's happening around that, but we're also running some local competitions. So come check those out if you're in New York, Oslo, or Raleigh, Cary area. Cool, and those are our news items for the day. And I don't know if this is, yes, perfect. No. No, we have to go back to the community spotlight. See, Shelly's off of her A game because Clint got. I'm sorry to say this, Clint is unfortunately ill today. And we have, luckily though, Shelly here. Hey, Shelly, can you take my box and like? No. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to be able to show everyone.
Nope, my bad.
That was great. Cool. So every week, we're at Community Spotlight. Right, back on track. Community Spotlight. Every week we like to highlight everyone who came out to the Answer Hub and helps each other out. When you come to answers.unrealengine.com and answer people's questions and leave comments, they can vote on them and give you all kinds of information. Let's see here. It gives you karma in exchange for giving this information. So we've got people here who actually made a high scoreboard. So we kind of combine it all for the past 7 days and put you up here. That was a really backwards explanation. I apologize. So first up, though, Pulp User. Got 530 karma, so congratulations. You're going to be getting a forum badge for being in the top 3. Matthias, you will also be receiving a forum badge unless you already have one. I think you might because you've been on this list a couple of times before. D. Dryman, 1990, welcome to the top 3. You'll also be getting a forum badge. For everybody else, Mosley, thank you so much. L34D3R, Leader, it's in Leet Speak. Leader, thank you so much for participating as well. Steph M, it's good to see you up here also. Shadow River, you are always up on this board. Thank you, buddy. Van Lack, good to see you. I think you're a new name for me. Teak, 421, hey, buddy, good to see you on this. And Extra Life Matt, hey, good to see you too. I know a few of these names from outside of this normal list here. So, good to have you all. But next up is, all right, our community spotlights this week. So this is the first time in a while I've actually gotten into my Facebook account. I don't really do too much in it, but what we do have here to show off is there's an FPS workshop. I've got some notes here. So we have an FPS workshop that's being run by Joseph Azam, who you might know as Night Stalker. He's got here on this Facebook page an FPS workshop that he's promoting. It's hosted by Arab Arcade, and this is out of Beirut in Lebanon. So this should be pretty exciting if you're in that area. You'll want to check this one out. It's going to be held on April 11th, and it's going to be a 4-part series where they teach you how to make an FPS. I can get up more info. There's also a forum post for it, where they teach you how to make an FPS in the vein of Call of Duty and Counter-Strike, etc. I love this picture because when it explodes with guns everywhere, the thing that he's holding is actually a sledgehammer. He is firing a sledgehammer shotgun of some sort. But a lot of fun there. But yeah, please check this one out. We've got a lot of information on the actual forum post, so you can understand exactly what you expect. They get into AI, weapons, etc. So by the end of it, you should have a very solid understanding of it. But thanks. Thank you, Joseph, for sending me this my way this earlier. But if you out there in the public are also trying to do something like a workshop, or you have a blog post, or some other UE4 related thing that you're doing that you think is pretty cool, send it my way on the forums, through Twitter, etc. I'd love to have it spotlighted. So thank you all out there for sending me this stuff. All right, next up. Our next community spotlight is Blue Man. Has worked on a new plugin. Blue Man's been spotlighted before for some of his previous work, but this is now a new vehicle physics plugin. It's actually not out yet, but he's looking for feedback on it before he releases it and sells it. So come check it out. Look on here, make your requests. Check out the videos that he's posted up. Just a quick taste of how kind of cool this is. He actually did a comparison to like the default physics with his physics. The suspension looks really cool. Seems like it's a really great plugin for that. I'd say, give it a chance if you're in the vehicle world at all. If you're doing vehicle stuff, come check this one out. Give him some feedback. Ask for stuff. He's already talked about multiplayer support and having tank tread support coming in. But if there's anything else, you want to throw it in early. Okay, cool. Thank you, Blue Man. All right, next up, and I thought this one was kind of good for the UE4jam that's happening. Varenkine, also known as Patrick, has posted up on here, let's see, down here and over here. On the forums, Patrick here has a bunch of music that's just being given out for video game use. Have fun with it, etc. But if you're making a game for a game jam, I know from personal experience that audio can sometimes be an afterthought, and it shouldn't be. So definitely going ahead, check this out. It's called Music. It's called Music in quotes or in brackets, royalty-free music. It's under community content, tools, and tutorials. I'll post it up, of course, in the details of the archive, etc. But before you get too far ahead of yourself, make sure to download some music. And thank you so much, Patrick, for posting this up. It's really great. See, it's so much variety. There's so many different songs to pick. So enjoy. All right, and that's what I got for Community Spotlight today. Okay, so. No, we're good here. No, Really? Yeah, we're good. I'm talking about what's up on the screen. You got it. There we go. So, all right. So, Spring UE4jam is here. You're sighing so much. I'm sorry, Shelly. I'm really not trying to get. She's laughing at me now. I'm sorry. I've somehow managed to get Shelly in a tizzy. So yes, the Spring UE4jam is here. In just a few moments, I'm going to be updating this page that you're all looking at with the actual theme. We're going to put the theme up on this live stream as well, so everyone can see it. No, Shelly. I miss you, Shelly, so much. You gotta no. Okay, but first I'd like to just say thank you to all of our sponsors. I just want to go over the rules really quick. A lot of people have questions about it, and so I want to make sure I'm clear about how everything here works. The rules are pretty straightforward. If you've already done this before, you kind of know the cadence of it. But for those of you who are new, just to let you know, what you're going to want to do is you go over to the submission thread. Thank you for logging in. Cool. So over on the submission thread, this is where you're going to post all of your team's information, etc. You don't have to pre-register, which is what all the names on this giant list are. People who just sent me their team name and how many people are in their team. That just gives us a better idea of how many people to expect, what we can plan for, etc. But all that you have to do in order to enter this competition is come to this thread, which is going to be posted up all over the place. It's connected here from the main thread as well, but this submission thread, and you have to submit your team name, project name, link to the downloaded game, team name, project name, list of your team members, your submission, yes. And please remember to rename your project, but if it does say Windows no editor, I'm not going to be, particularly confused. I've seen that a lot. I also recommend adding a banner image to your project. It just makes it easy for people to find and to know what it's going to look like. And then all you do after that is PM me with your team name, project name, and then I need actual people's names, real email addresses, actual mailing addresses, and each person in your team's t-shirt size, because I'm going to physically send you swag to you. So I need to have that info. Now, if you are not in the United States and you have a VAT or tax number that you have to use for stuff, please include that as well, and a phone number just for anything outside the US so that we can just do it for lost package reclaim. So that's what you do. You just post on here like you would a forum post with a ton of info in it, as listed here. All right, now we're going to also have a full detailed rules get posted up here after the theme is announced, but that'll come in just a couple seconds. We have 6 total categories. There are 3 major categories and 3 specialty categories. The 3 major ones are unique use of theme, fun factor, and overall visuals. These are kind of our standard 3. But our 3 specialty categories this time around are best VR game, so you can submit any kind of VR title you like. We have Vives and Oculus, we have Gear VR. We've got a lot of stuff to work with here. So make us a VR game. Just tell us, what it's expected to work on, and if it needs touch controllers or hand controllers, etc. The next one is best Android mobile game. I have my Samsung S7 here, but we also have a couple other Samsungs sitting around to test on. So if you build a game around knowing that as your hardware spec, and it's pretty strong hardware, you just build a game for mobile, should make it kind of fun. We just want to create like some interesting like limitations, see how you kind of interpret that. And then the next one is best game under 100 megabytes. So you got to shrink it down somehow. We actually had quite a few people that talked previously on our last jam on I guess they have some posts on there on how to shrink your package size down so it ends up becoming like a really tiny file size. And it's just like a fun category if you can minimize your texture sizes, minimize audio files, etc., and still get a really fun game out of it. So those are the 3 specialty categories. A lot of people have asked, can I win multiple? Not of the major ones, but yes, of the specialty. You could technically win VR and mobile with like an awesome Gear VR game, or something really tiny, but it's also mobile, etc. So those ones technically your team could win more than one category. Let's see here. So what will you be winning? This is the big question here. So all major category winners will be getting an Intel SSD, which is the 730 series. I'm gonna bring that up. So Intel SSD 730 series. Thank you so much to our sponsors at Intel for providing one of these to every individual who wins as one of the major categories. So it could have up to 15 people getting an SSD. And so that's pretty awesome. They're 480 gigabytes. They're just really great as your main drive and for running anything off of. You know what an SSD is? They're pretty awesome. I don't think you can ever have enough hard drive space. So cool. And please come and check out software.intel.com and check out their Achievement Unlocked program. It's really cool. These guys just want to help you get info about what they're doing and also how to get more info about Intel and what they're up to and how to work with them. So that's really awesome. Now, for all of the categories, so this going down is anyone who wins specialty or major. Anyone who wins specialty or major categories will also be getting a license to Houdini Indie. This is really useful. It has a UE4 plugin, which I've linked all this info in the actual announcement stuff. So if you are interested in getting into really awesome rendering, procedural generation, etc., check out the Houdini Indie Twitch stream that we did, and also check out their videos here. But definitely check out the Twitch stream where we actually brought Houdini's team on and they showed us how they're doing stuff. They talk about like exactly what you can expect and what tools it adds to the engine. It's really awesome to get to pair up with these guys. We love Ben Mears, and he's the community manager for Side Effects and Houdini. He's a really awesome guy. Thank you so much, Ben. But yep, just want to throw that one out there too. So everyone gets one of those. Next up, Panda Studios, who I think Celeste is actually in chat right now, which is run by Celeste Peters. Panda Studios has graciously provided us with what she's going to do is provide you with 4 of her asset packs of your choice. So if your team wins, you just have each of your team members list off exactly which ones of these they want, and we'll give them the entitlements through the Unreal Engine site. But basically, there's a full turret kit, notifications kit, interaction kits, economy kits, player stat kits. There's a toggle plugin if you use toggle, character stats kit, and Achievepedia, which is for achievements. But photo mode is brand new. If you've been following Panda Studios on Twitter, then you know photo mode is pretty cool. And then actually it got recommended to me because they knew that I liked it. So there you go. But please check out Panda Studios stuff. Thank you so much, Celeste, for being a community sponsor of this and also encouraging people to hopefully do this in the future. If you are out there as a marketplace seller on Unreal Engine's marketplace, hey, drop me a line. Maybe we can talk about you being in as a sponsor of the next jam. So thank you so much. And then to our final sponsor, Christian Sparks, aka Small Heart Studio. So Small Heart Studios contacted us, and after seeing Celeste's post, and offered to give everyone who wins either major or specialty a copy of Orbit Weather and Seasons, which is a really cool blueprint-driven system. So you can get all of your like it just says it right there, a blueprint-driven weather, time of day, and season system. But I've mentioned this one on the last stream too when they got added in. But thank you so much to Small Heart Studio. It's a really awesome pack, and I feel like, yeah, here you go. Big list of things that it does. So if you've got any kind of like large world stuff, this is definitely something you're going to want. And oh, I spoke too soon because I should say, oh no. It logged me into my account instead of staying on the main site. Ah, no. Okay, but yes, Assembla. Oh no, I'm sorry guys. But yes, our final sponsor is Assembla. Here we go. Perforce server. So if you are out there and are using a large team to play, if you're participating with a large team, you might actually want to consider dropping me a line and giving me your team's info. So the way that this one works is if you want to use a temporary Perforce server for the jam, you just send me over your team's info, all their email addresses, and I'll just hook you up with a actual an actual slot here. Then you follow, I think I have Victor's YouTube tutorial here. So Victor's tutorial on how to set yourself up. You guys can have Perforce, and it's pretty great. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone over at Assembla for providing this. It makes jamming online a lot easier if your team's kind of scattered. What was the last thing? Oh, yes. So all you have to do is email me for this one, but I'm going to have to set up a couple things too. So go ahead and hit me up early for it. So if you think that your team might want to use this, go ahead and send me your email info on the PM section of the forums. If you're having difficulty sending PMs, this is the thing that I want to address. PMs on the forums, it takes a couple of posts to get moderated and approved before you can actually send a PM, and that's a spam filter. So if that's happening to you, post on the forum link and I'll get in contact with you to make sure that everything's cool. All right, so let's see here. I think, whoa, whew, it almost tried to drop on me, so you guys didn't get to have a jam. That's right, it almost happened. All right, I think we're good now. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this thing. Oh boy. Sorry guys, just making sure that saves. Hang on, Shelly. I can feel you getting antsy. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Hang on, it's loading. I'm getting antsy now. It's doing that thing where it's like, no, it's good. We're loading. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Shelly. Okay, now.
Really?
Yeah, no, really now. We got it. Woo! All right, so yes, the theme of this jam is spring into action. Last year at this time, it was spring into the future. We wanted to do a play off of that. There we go. Great big image, because I know you'd all be asking what the theme is. If anybody is asking anywhere else, please, go on ahead and send them a message telling them it's spring into action. I always get asked 1,000 times afterwards what was the theme, so please spread the word to everyone out there. I'm going to be posting it up on Twitter and Facebook, etc., etc. I can already see chat is shooting off ready to get to work. Now, before y'all get to work on everything, I have a couple of quick Q&As here about the jam. I'm just going to answer these quick. Do I have to pre-register to join? Nope. All you have to do is do that stuff on the submission thread I talked about a little bit ago. So that's all you have to do for that. Can I submit an Android entry with Google Play link rather than uploading an APK or an OBB file? Yeah. Actually, if you submit your Android entry to Google Play and that totally is just easier for you, I'm totally for it. I have nothing against that. That'll make my life a lot easier too. How long will the jam last? Right. The jam cuts off on the midnight of Sunday, this Sunday, or Monday, like at 0 hours. Technically 0 a.m. is the Monday. So, but that's when it cuts off. And then when we're going to be announcing the winners, it's also listed on here. Actually, this info is all listed on here as well. There's a countdown clock right here for the countdown, and there's actually a countdown for this live stream. There's not a countdown for when the winners are announced, but I'll make a countdown for that too, just to make your lives easier. But it'll be on the April 13th live stream. And it'll, like, our live streams always start at 2 p.m. So just show up for that one. It's pretty awesome. That we're like, I'm excited to have this. I think Ben Mears might also guest judge, and we're gonna do oh no, he is gonna guest judge. That's right, he did confirm. And yeah, we're gonna get to do a lot of fun stuff together. But I guess to kind of let you guys off, like, I know you're all running around right now, getting your games up and stuff. But if you're still actually here, I'd like to talk to you about our actual past entries. First off, I'd like to say thank you all for participating in the monthly UE4 jams over the past 2 years. It's been really awesome, and thank you all for coming here for the quarterlies as well. This should be hopefully pretty big too, and hopefully we can really ramp these up, have a good time with it. Just want to say to everyone who went full production with their game, a special thank you. This is really awesome. I was actually super excited to see quite a few of these have gone and are now available for purchase on Steam and stuff. First up, Unbox. Unbox actually did not win the month that it was in, and I think that was a July month. But they went on anyway and went crazy with it, and it's great. We actually played it on a previous live stream with some of the Operation Supply Drop people here, and just wanted to show that it's coming soon for all major consoles. It's already on Steam. I think I can just pop that open, and it's a lot of fun. I'm sure that you guys have, hopefully if you've watched the live stream, that you've seen it before. I like to mention it every now and then. It's got a lot of lighthearted personality to it. I forgot that it also has crazy cars and stuff. Really fun platformer, and they recently announced that they were coming to the Nintendo Switch, which we've been seeing a lot of really cool UE4 games coming out to the Switch, so that's really fun. Congratulations though to the Unbox team. Next up is Kabounce. I've mentioned this one a few times, but I just wanted to say again, Kabounce is a really, really amazing and shiny game. I feel like we've probably played the trailer on here a couple of times now. Tim Bygins and his whole crew over at Stitchheads has been putting together a lot of fun of this, like, what is this, arcade multiplayer combat pinball game. We showed it we actually got a chance at GDC to show it to Tim and Sweeney, and he loved it. So I know that if you like pinball games, you're definitely going to check this one out. And Kabounce, again, born of a UE4 jam. Now it's going to be available in mid-2017. They're working on quite a lot of stuff. Sounds like they're in some good talks too, based on what I've been hearing rumor-wise, that they might be showing up in quite a few places. So good for them. Next up, Cat Interstellar. Cat Interstellar is an early access title that's based off of another UE4 jam game. So this is really cool sci-fi exploration title. If you've seen, there's quite a few interesting, like, I'm on another planet, checking it out, solving the mystery style games that have come out. This is a lot of fun for that. If you want a game that's story heavy, like it says here, and mostly about exploration and seeing cool stuff, Cat Interstellar is definitely for you. Also, you also get to pilot a thing called a dog, which I thought was, good play on words, guys. Come on. Also, it has cat in the name, and you guys know I like cats. So there you go. Next up, Mind the Trap. Mind the Trap is very nice, very polished title that has been built out of a UE4 jam game as well. I'm not sure exactly which month this one was made out of, but it evolved from being like a bunch of knights trying to get through a dungeon with traps to now you're mice attempting to get cheese while dodging traps, etc. And yeah, it looks like yeah, they got greenlit not too far back, so we should expect to see some updates out of this. So Mind the Trap, really great game. Calm Down Stalin. So this was definitely a fan favorite game, Calm Down Stalin, and you made like a nice Santa mod too. Yeah, Shelly loves it too. Yeah, so Calm Down Stalin, a very fun game. It's very silly game where you actually play as a you know, as Stalin, and you have to deal with a bunch of stuff while simultaneously threatening people with nukes, which is not historically accurate, but still, it's pretty funny. And yeah, just a great deal of fun. You know, a little like basically a little game born out of a game jam, turned into something much bigger and much more robust. And it's only $3.99 available now. Please come by Calm Down Stalin. I think my build of it is done installing. So after this stream's over, I'm gonna jump in and probably play it a bit. Same thing with I think I have Unbox on here. So that should be a lot of fun. Right, and the last one on here, and there's actually quite a few that I might have missed. I had a few on here, but I couldn't find more relative information, updates, etc. But the last one here, Floppy and the Sleepy Planet. First off, I just want to say, great website design. Isn't this clean? Doesn't this look nice? Shelly, you like it?
Yes.
It's very cute. I thought you liked the cute bunny. I thought, you know, it's super cute. And yes, if you've played their Game Jam game, it is very well polished. This is actually a team of a lot of veterans that put this one together. Just wanted to throw this one out here. Please check it out. They're also on Twitter, Facebook, etc. They have some pretty cute updates, and it's a beautiful game overall. So congratulations to all of these teams in the past. Let's see. I think is that it? Did we do it? All right, cool. So that's what we have for the actual UE4jam stuff, all the things that are going down today. I'll try to get all this video up as fast as possible. And yeah, so stay tuned. We're gonna shut down and open back up, and it'll be me and some games to play. And we'll play games for probably about an hour. Okay, sound good to you? Like 3:30? Yeah, cool. Okay, so. Yeah, so we'll play games for a little bit, and I've got all these the previous UE4jam games that I was talking about that are available. We'll play those for just a little, and past that, yeah, please remember to like, follow, subscribe, hit the upvote buttons, hearts, etc., whatever you're watching us on. I would love to, you know, get you guys into our ecosystem. If you subscribe, then you'll get updates and emails when things are happening and when we go live with new things and new content. So that's my spiel on making sure that you guys hit all those buttons. I feel like everyone who does videos has to end with that. But that's it. So stay tuned, and we'll have some games coming up. But thank you all so much for participating in the UE4jam. Bye-bye.